What up, squad? It's your friendly neighborhood Robo Riv back at it this week with another episode of Aonr Draws. And as you can tell, as you see me speed through all of these possible poses for this Storm pinup that I wanted to do, sometimes it is a struggle getting the right posing, the right attitude, the right look that you want for a composition. And this was one of those times. I struggled on this pose quite a bit. All I knew at this time is I wanted to draw Storm in her first appearance gear, in her classic Dave Cockrum look. And the thing that brought that along was, of course, with a lot of my X-Men drawings, it's my love and fascination with the new X-Men 97 series. And spoiler alert on this, if you haven't seen it yet, she pops off in her outfit, in her Cockrum black outfit. I was not expecting that. So when I saw that scene, I was literally jumped out of bed and was like, I gotta draw Storm in that costume. I don't think I've drawn her in her classic look. I've drawn a lot of my different reinterpretations of her costume because I haven't really always been a big fan of some of Storm's costumes in the comic books. And if you've seen some of my other drawings, I may post them up here on the screen so you can see it. I like to draw Storm, especially lately, with more natural hair, whether it's with dreads or, I even like the mohawk look. A lot of people don't like that, but I like that look. But for this one, I said, I'm going to draw her in her classic style. So that's all I knew before drawing this, and I didn't really know what pose I wanted. So I went back and forth with that. This leg that I'm drawing right now, you'll see that I redraw it quite a few times because I struggle with that, with the foreshortening with her leg. And I wanted it to, previously, I had it more like she was kind of walking on air, but then I was like, it'd be kind of cool if I have a lightning bolt kind of, narrowly missing her, like that she calls on from the sky, kind of narrowly missing her in between her legs. So I went for something, tried to go for something a little bit more dynamic with that pose. And I used a different brush for the clouds. I'll have to go back and look and see. I'll put it on screen here. I don't remember offhand which brush it was. I like to experiment with different brushes for different effects. So I chose some that had a little bit more brush strokiness to it. And after I got the pencils done, after I got that locked in, everything else was pretty easy on this piece. But it was just the initial pose. That's another reason why it kind of upsets me too when other artists kind of steal poses and don't pay tribute or say like, hey, I did this after this artwork, or let it be known, hey, like I may have kind of ripped this pose from somebody else. I've done that. I have a Joker piece that was inspired after Brian Boland's Killing Joke pose, and in that piece on the by my signature, I put after Boland. Just so it's known, like I didn't come up with this pose, even though I didn't trace it. I kind of eyeballed it, but I still wanted to let it be known, hey, this was the source for that, because coming up with a pose is not the easiest. It takes a lot of work, and sometimes you just got to redraw things over and over again. So when someone kind of comes through and takes someone else's work and just kind of copies it, I'm not a fan of that. All right, with this, I use my good old light brush for the lightning. that I use quite often. Whenever I get a chance to use it, I'll do that. For the colors on her, I did use I colored her in. I put the flats down, but I used like a dark bluish gray filter on top, and kind of turned it on and off to get the color saturation what I thought it should be. Sometimes I'll make things a little too bright when it's supposed to be dark out, like this scene. so I tried that in Procreate, and just used my my square brush, my square tapered brush, to get some of those clouds in. And yeah, the colors went pretty quick on this as well. Very happy with it. I printed it out and had it at a few shows, and people seem to like it, and I like it too. And there you have it. This is Aonr. There's a Storm in her classic look. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing the process of this being made. I will have more new episodes of Aonr Draws. Again, remember, not next week, but the week after. I'm doing the whole every other week thing with these episodes. Hopefully that gives you guys enough time to catch up on episodes that you may have missed. And you can always catch up with me on Facebook. You can catch up with me on Threads. You can catch up with me on Instagram. Actually, Instagram and Facebook, those are the two areas I'm probably the most active in nowadays. And also, you can subscribe to see more episodes of Aonr Draws. Hope to see you back for the next one. Thanks again, guys. Draw something cool today. Be kind to your neighbors. Take care of yourself. Most importantly, love you. Peace.